Now, to everyone's surprise, email wasn't designed to be secure. It was designed to be a simple messaging solution. But today, we send so much information by email, and lots of it is sensitive. Now, you've got to think about sending an email a little bit like posting a letter. You write your letter, you put it in the envelope, and you put it in the post box. But you're relying on different people and different systems to deliver that letter for you. Your only hope is that that letter reaches the other end without being read along the way. Now, the same can be said of email. Now, what email encryption does is encrypts the contents of your email. It scrambles it all up. So even if your email was intercepted, whoever intercepted it just couldn't read the contents. Now, fortunately for you, if you're a Microsoft 365 user, help is at hand, because Microsoft have their very own email encryption that works within Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Outlook. Now, you've got to have the right licensing for this. One license where email encryption is included is my favorite one. It's Microsoft 365 Business Premium. But you won't be able to use Microsoft 365 Business Standard. Now, the email encryption built into Microsoft 365 offers a really seamless experience with other Microsoft 365 and other Microsoft Outlook users. Even if the recipient of your email is using a different email platform, like Gmail, the experience is still really intuitive. Now, I'm sure you're dying to see how email encryption in Microsoft 365 works. Well, let's jump onto that computer behind me and I'll show you. So I'm logged into my Outlook now. Now, this is Outlook Web Access, so it's Outlook over the web. But it looks and behaves very similar to the new Outlook that you might have installed on your computer. If you're using the old Outlook, then the process is pretty similar, okay? So what I would do is I would click on New Email. I'll just pop this out so it opens in a new window. Now, I'm going to send an email to my colleague, Mickey Mouse. Okay, I'll enter a subject line, just email encryption test, and I'll just enter somebody in the email. Okay, once I'm happy with that, I will head over to the Options tab, and you can see that there's a little padlock here. So all I'll do is click on Encrypt. You can see then I get a banner at the top to say that this message is encrypted and recipients cannot remove that encryption. So I'll go ahead and send that. Now I'm going to send another email. I'm just going to do it slightly different. So I'll pop this out again. I'll enter Mickey Mouse again a subject, and then somebody. This time I'll go to Options, I'll go to the padlock, and I'm going to click on Do Not Forward. So again, this email will be encrypted, but in addition, the recipient can't forward it, they can't print it, or they can't copy content. Okay, I'll click on Send. Okay, let me head over to Mickey Mouse's mailbox. Okay, this is Mickey Mouse's mailbox. You can see the two emails here. So the first thing to know is both of them have got this little padlock here. That just indicates that this email has been encrypted. Now, if I launch this email here, you can see that this email just launched normally. Now, Mickey Mouse didn't have to do anything else. Again, the banner is at the top saying that this email is encrypted, but Mickey Mouse can then reply, it can forward, it can do whatever he wants with this email. But that email has been fully encrypted. Okay, if I close that off, let's go into the Do Not Forward test here. Okay, again, it says here, encrypted and disabled forwarding. So again, the email has been encrypted, but you can see here, look, the forward tab is grayed out. So Mickey Mouse can't forward that email to anyone else. You can see that the print tab is also grayed out, so it can't forward, it can't print. So it's an extra layer of security. So far, we've just touched on sending encrypted emails from Microsoft 365 accounts to other Microsoft 365 accounts. These emails get delivered and you can open them seamlessly. But what happens if you send an email from Microsoft 365 to a different address, maybe a Gmail address? Well, let me show you that now. So click on New Email again. I'll just pop that out in a new window. I'll send this to a Gmail address that I've got. I'll add a subject and some body, and I'll encrypt it. And I will send that email now. Okay, if I just head over to the Gmail account now, you can see here, I've received that email here. So let me launch it. Now you can see I can't read the contents of this email at the moment. I've got an email to say that Jonathan Edwards has sent you a protected message. So in order to read that message, I've got to click on here. And it takes me to like an Office 365 portal. So again, it says I've got a protected message. Now I can sign in with Google or a one-time password. I'll just do with Google. Click on and that will sign me in. Now you can see I can read this message. Now it's signed me in. If we look at the top, look, it is a Microsoft 365 portal. So I'm not reading the message from within my Gmail account. I'm reading it through the portal. But I can read the message. I can also reply within the portal. So I can go like this and I can reply like that. So the behavior when sending emails to other email clients like Gmail is obviously different, but it's still quite intuitive. And it shows that you take your security very seriously. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's give you another essential tip towards getting the best out of your Microsoft 365. Look forward to seeing you again soon. In today's video, we're going to talk about